All right, I need a motion to approve
So
October minutes.
motion made.
I'll second.
Yes. All right, now that we got that, do we have any public comment? Anything on there? Nope. Well, Dave, how about a park update plan and river access?
Paula, did you have anything on that you wanted to go over?
On what?
On the river access?
Update plan and river access.
Paula, did you have anything on that you wanted to go over?
On what?
Well, was there any updates
Any
from,
updates?
since the last council meeting you wanted to talk to him about?
River access?
The kayak launch.
On what? Why?
Was there any updates since the last council meeting you wanted to talk to him about?
River access?
The kayak launch.
Brown.
Why?
Was there any updates since the last
I can't give it to you.
about?
River access?
The kayak launch.
Brown.
Was there any updates since the last council meeting you wanted to talk to him about?
Where?
It's turned
Yeah,
out
that
okay.
was, and that's where I was at. so,
Yeah.
Okay, but they didn't find anything funky in there, so,
Nothing really that you wouldn't expect to find anywhere else you were digging.
which was kind of a, honestly, a surprise, because when I was told it used to be a dump, I just kind of figured, you know.
Yeah, well, there are no game stoppers, so.
No, so,
I have a
Alright.
question though.
yes,
So I read that and I can understand. I mean, really, we're not disturbing that stuff that's in there. We're putting it on top of it. But what I was surprised is,
the only thing that would be disturbed is if we were to plant a couple of trees, but
but it sounds like that if you did do something like that, you just have to take care of that dirt appropriately.
correct, correct.
Like there's a way, because I kind of see it kind of like a building. Like we bought a
Mhm.
building, you get into it, and then if you find that's this or something, then you have to take care of it. If you disturb,
you.
you know,
Correct.
so if I'm confused as if we can plant trees and we can't plant trees, because they were saying something about not being able to dig.
No. They said, when we started C280, they said that they weren't going to dig a lot. They don't want to disturb if they don't have to.
Okay, because this analysis gave us a lot of information, but as far as it explaining what you can and can't do, I didn't feel like it cleared it up for me. Like I think the launch is a great idea. I just, safety wise, there's no other information that goes with this that says that, you know, if we bring in so much topsoil, that would help, or if we're gonna dig, how we take care of it, or is there anything like that?
Yeah, there weren't recommendations, there were
Right.
results. So if they can put together a one pager on recommendations.
Yes, because I feel like that would help.
Just a quick summary.
Yeah, because when people are talking to me, I feel like I understand there's stuff in that lot. It's still gonna be there if we don't put a kayak on it, lodge or not. It's gonna be there. We're just not disturbing it. And if
Nope,
we
I can ask
do,
that
there should be
question.
some
Yep.
kind of idea of how that's gonna be handled, I guess.
Yep, I can understand.
It was prettier in color.
That's one of my computers in color too.
Unless you're living by the red part.
Dirt is dirt. Okay, so we're all good on the river access then?
And then if I have anybody that asks questions or stuff like that, should I be sending them to you? Should we be sending them to Paula? I've had a few people
They can
email.
call either way. They can call up front and they'll either send them back here or they'll answer the questions. So.
No, I meant as far as they've written them and sent them to me and I.
Oh, you forward them to me. That's
Okay.
fine.
Okay, if we're all good on that. Streets and sidewalks.
I just brought that up because I know we've been talking about it, and I know we talked about it at council on the CIP plan and all that, what's going on. And I'm just I've had a couple of calls. One, of course, is Shiawassee Street. And the other one is the company that just took over for wrestling, for what used to be the old folks home out there.
Good.
And they're trying to get their approval through, I don't know who it was, rule or something. But she's wanting to know, you know, what are we looking at time wise and a date of any type of paving man? Because they wanna do their parking spots at the same time. And I was looking at our list. And I can't answer her question because it has us crack sealing that in 2026. But it doesn't have us paving it anymore. And so I sent that question to Adam. I just want you guys to know where I'm at. If you get approached at it, that I'm working on it, but I don't have a definite answer yet, so I can't ask you guys
But tentatively, it's in 2026.
is when it's supposed to be crack sealed. So I asked Adam, is that a crack sealing or is that when it's supposed to be paved? Is that a misprint?
Yeah.
And I heard that.
Yeah, 'cause if they're gonna crack seal, that shouldn't affect what they're doing if you're
Well,
just sealing the cracks, yeah.
There's, you gotta have pavement on there. There's.
Yeah.
It's as bad a shape as Shiawassee Street, so.
Oh,
people
okay.
Crack seal it. So
That'd be a lot of cracks. to
that's why I
seal.
wanna know, am I missing something or is it a misprint? So
Where is it?
across from the IGA,
Oh, okay.
that little equal opportunity housing.
Yeah, but that's privately owned, right?
Looking,
The parking lots, the street is ours. It's actually Crescent Drive,
Okay, so
but they're trying to get on board.
Just a
with
little
us
one
'cause
level little apartment then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
I
they
mean,
want to
they're-
do their parking lots at the same time.
they're
we do the
probably
street.
applying for grants and
Correct.
licensing and all that kind of stuff, and whoever's gonna grant them or license them
Who's
is
gonna wanna have a timetable.
you got old folks living there, and you need smooth surface.
Correct, and that's what she's running into right now.
And
It's
if it
been-
doesn't pass muster, then we can't.
Right, and it's been let go for so long. This is a new company that just took it over. She's been really decent to work with. So.
Send them.
Oh, so there's new people running that now?
Mhm.
So Leonard doesn't have it
Mike
anymore?
and Sons number.
you have a new port too, right?
So Leonard don't have that anymore?
No,
No, okay,
it's owned, it's run by a property management.
okay. No, it's actually, best of my knowledge, they
Jane
had
is
it.
her name, but I can't think of what the company was.
All right, well, yeah,
Okay.
send it to Adam and.
Okay,
see.
I just wanted you guys to know where I was at on that, so if you guys got questions, yes, I'm working on it.
Okay.
So I guarantee you, if we pave that before we pave Shiawassee, it's gonna be shooting.
It's 4 years away though.
You know, Shiawassee is an issue all on its own.
You need your ATV.
Shiawassee is not just about the street.
Um, And then I had sidewalks on there too, but we're gonna continue working on them. We're gonna start in the spring as soon as it warms up. Replacing spots on there.
Okay. And so that's all the updates on streets and sidewalks?
Yes, unless you guys had something else.
I do have one question, please.
Okay,
What's the situation on the streetlights? You had said that you'd gotten a hold of
I have-
consumers.
I have to go back around with the list and send them a list back of the ones that still aren't working. They've been out and at least half of them are working.
Okay, because the one on my street isn't.
Yours
That's
is still
why-
out?
yeah.
Okay.
And like I said, I've always suspected the people across the street had something to do with that being the way it is, but it's only a suspicion.
Well, they got.
But it was
what I
just
gotta
funny,
do is
whenever
let
it get fixed, boom.
I gotta call them and let them know that it's still not working because they don't come out at night. They come out in the
Yeah.
day, they change the light. And then if it's the eye, then it's still not gonna come on. So I gotta call back and say the light wasn't the issue.
Yeah. Well, now that marijuana is legal, I don't see why, they keep knocking it out. But anyway, that's another story. So,
That's speculation on your part.
yes, that's pure speculation on my part. Okay. Any other updates?
Just a quick on what we're working on right now. I'm working on getting some prices around. We've got like 4 curbs that over the year, chunks of them have been knocked out from people backing into us hitting them, doing snow. So I'm getting some prices around to get them
Do you have any that
Thanks,
particularly stand out now?
curbs.
Yeah,
The one right here,
okay,
there's one by Leonard's, it's got a big chunk missing, we just kind of got it set back in there. There's one on Roosevelt Row, and there was one other, I got it wrote down on my desk.
okay. Then you're working on building an election closet.
Yep, we're building a 4 or 6 by 8 closet in the back for all the election stuff. Just, just so it's not, right now it's in their closet and spread out in the back and we did receive 2 of the 3 pieces of playground equipment that was ordered last spring. We're still waiting on the 3rd one. And so we'll be starting that, putting them together this spring. And then the Lions Club did donate $10,000 more for more equipment that we'll be looking at placing the purchase after the last piece comes in that we ordered now. So,
Well, that's very nice of them. It probably doesn't go very far now, today's money though.
with us doing the labor and putting it
Then
together.
it would go further.
Actually goes, yeah. And I'll be scheduling some CE classes for me and for Nick to be doing his lagoon testing and his pesticide testing this year, so.
And everything's still good with the lagoons right now and everything.
Yes, we didn't discharge it all this year. Because we're still having a hard time getting that phosphorus level down. So we'll get back on it in the spring. And once we get it figured out on how much chemical it takes, it won't be a big deal. It's a learning curve for us. right
Oh,
now,
yeah.
So
Where do you stand on salt for roads? I mean, I would say, I would tend to think the worst is past us, but you never know.
right now, we've got
Sounds like this.
little over 3/4 of one bin, and I got 2 more.
So we're
taking over.
we're all
Yeah,
good,
we're
even with the school parking lot and everything.
That's how this week goes too, right? How much you go through.
Well, it's like they kept saying we were gonna have this big blizzard Wednesday and Thursday, and now it's down to 1 to 3 inches between the 2 days, so, you know.
That's what we just talked about. If you check it 5 minutes from now, they change it.
Yeah,
again.
it's
So
moving.
they'll let us know.
Yeah, now we're gonna be at just the north edge of it. and it's-
They'll let us know. They'll let us know Friday what we're getting.
Well, they should be able to give you an accurate count then. All
So
right,
We're gonna prep for the worst and hope for the best.
there you go. Anybody have anything else? Any other matters of business for DPW?
Were you guys gonna review the park and rec plan?
I'm sorry. Couldn't hear.
Park and rec plan was supposed to be reviewed by you guys tonight.
Review the Parks and Rec plan.
Okay.
Well, procedurally, we need to have a public hearing on it and then approve.
Yes,
Okay,
that'll be at city council meeting on February 7th.
does anybody have any questions about the park and rec plan that we got last council meeting that everybody approved?
Yes. I am, as long as you are in jail.
Then I would think that the recommendation from DPW is that we proceed with the Parks and Rec plan for
As written.
approval as presented and as written.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Paula.
Well, now that Parks and Recs is out of the way. If there's nothing else, I'll entertain a motion, and the meeting.
Adjourn.
Meeting adjourned. Boy, whatever that assistant coach said at halftime during the Michigan State game, it sure worked. Well, Izzo was on TV and he said